Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
When a person makes Kiddush, how much wine do they have to drink from the Kiddush cup in order to be Yetzer the mitzvah? This question relates whenever you make Kiddush on Shabbos and on Yontif. So we have a Gemara Maseches Psachim, and it's brought down in Shulchanaruch, in the Shulchanaruch of the Mechaber and the Alter Rebbe in Siman Reish Ayin Aleph 271 Halacha 24, that the amount that one is required to drink, contrary to popular belief, is not a revius, and is even not the majority of the revius, but rather malei lugmav. What is this concept of malei lugmav? Malei lugmav means that you drink enough wine or grape juice that you're able to fill at least one cheek of your mouth with this juice. In other words, that if you were to swish the juice to the side of your cheek, it would appear that your mouth is full, like your cheeks are full. It only has to be, however, in one side of the mouth by one cheek and not by both cheeks. The Alter Rebbe there concludes that usually this will amount to the majority of a revius, as the majority of a revius fills up the average cheek of a person. However, continues the Alter Rebbe, this is not the determining factor. Not the majority of a revius is the determining factor, but rather, is your cheek full? And each person must follow his own personal cheek and his own personal mouth size. So if you have big cheeks, you must drink enough that at least one cheek becomes filled on one side, even though it's a lot more than the majority of a revius. Nonetheless, in all cases, even someone who has cheeks like Oig Melech HaBashan does not have to drink more than a revius of wine. Likewise, by a child or a young bar mitzvah boy that has very small cheeks still, it's debated in Pesachim whether he must drink at least the minimum of the majority of a revius, or he can also drink only to fill one cheek, which will be a lot less than the majority of a revius. Practically, once a child reaches bar mitzvah, he should be stringent to drink at least the majority of a revius. So to summarize, when one makes Kiddush on Shabbos and Yontif, whether by night, whether by day, you have to drink enough wine to fill one cheek's worth of your mouth. And if you have very big cheeks, then a revius suffices. And if you have very small cheeks, then you should at least try to drink the majority of a revius. Now let's talk about the cup that holds the wine. Some people think that you have to drink majority of the cup of wine in order to be Yetzer Kiddush. Is this correct? So based on everything we just said before, it's 100% incorrect. The measurement of required drinking of wine for Kiddush only goes by one thing, and that is your cheekful malei lugmav. It has nothing to do with the cup you're holding. Your cup can be holding 5 liters of wine. All you have to drink is malei lugmav and your Yetzer. Not only is this a simple implication of the Gemara and all the Pesachim we mentioned above, but is explicitly written by the Alter Rebbe in Hilchos Pesach. In Hilchos Pesach, chapter 472, Halacha 19, the Alter Rebbe says that during Kiddush of Shabbos and Yontif, even if you have a cup holding many reviusim, you are still only required to drink malei lugmav, which is on average the majority of a revius, as we said before. And thus, even when someone looks at the cup and sees that majority of the wine is still in the cup and only a small amount was drank, you're still Yetzer. Furthermore, this applies, says the Alter Rebbe, according to all opinions and can be done even lechatchila, and so rule all the other Pesachim. We do not find any opinion that holds that you should drink majority of the cup of wine on Shabbos and Yontif. However, when it comes to the night of the Seder, regarding the 4 cups, regarding this we have a machlekes in Rishonim. Some Rishonim hold that it follows the same exact law as Shabbos and Yontif. Even if your 4 adalit cases hold a lot of wine, all you have to drink is malei lugmav to fill one cheek full. So is this the second opinion brought in the Alter Rebbe and the opinion of the Torah and the Pri Chodesh. Other Rishonim, however, holds the opinion of the Ramban, brought in Orchos Chaim, and other Pesachim, that by the night of the Seder we have a special din that by all 4 cases you have to drink majority of the cup at least. And lechatchila you should drink the entire cup. Lechatchila the entire cup, at the very least majority of the cup, even if it has many reviusim, and if you don't, you're not Yetzer. How do we rule? The Alter Rebbe there concludes that the main ruling follows the lenient opinion, and that so is the minhag, that even on the night of the Seder, you don't have to drink the majority of the cup, and certainly not the whole cup. Nevertheless, concludes the Alter Rebbe, it's proper to suspect for their opinion, and this is the practical custom, that the night of the Seder were makpid, lechatchila, like these opinions that hold that you have to initially drink the entire cup, or at the very least majority of the cup, even if it has many reviews. However, one who doesn't do this way is also doing okay, as the main opinion follows the lenient opinion, and therefore it's suggested practically for the night of the Seder, someone who can't drink a lot of reviusim, he should take an exact measurement cup of a revius and then try to drink the whole cup. If even that's difficult, then of course you can rely on the lenient opinion as the Alter Rebbe rule. We'll mention one last point on this issue. There are some members of Anash that are noihig, that are accustomed, even Shabbos and Yontif, to always drink majority of the cup. And there's actually a story of the Alter Rebbe that verifies such a custom, even though, as we said before, we have no halachic basis for this opinion, as there's no opinion that requires drinking majority of the cup on Kiddush of Shabbos and Yontif. I asked a number of Chabad Rabbanim as to their opinion regarding this issue. And in this issue there was a split of opinions. Some Rabbanim felt that this is our minhag in Lubavitch, and therefore you should always try to drink majority of the cup, even on Shabbos and Yontif. Other Chabad Rabbanim related that there's no such minhag, and how can you have a minhag against all the paiskim? And it's very difficult to learn new halachas from stories that were brought down. And therefore, practically each person on Shabbos and Yontif is to do according to their meirei heiro, their asay l'charav. Whatever you do, according to all opinions, you're for sure yaitze if you drank malei lugmav and didn't drink majority of the cup. It's just that some claim that our minhag is to drink majority at all times.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.